Hello there. Do you find when you watch Fred's Voice ASMR videos that you often think to yourself, I want more, but I know I shouldn't? Well, now you can change all of that by becoming a Fred's Voice channel member. Whether you've watched my channel from 2011, hello there, or 2020, hello there, or last week, hello there. Your valued support over the years has always meant the world to me. Your amazing comments, your love for ASMR, and your appreciation for my creations has always fueled my passion to make more ASMR videos that hopefully you've enjoyed, fallen asleep to, and got plenty of tingles. But Fred, I hear you ask, what happens if you do become a channel member? A just question, my liege. Well, as a token of my appreciation, you will get some perks like access to custom emojis which I've had made for Fred character favourites. Ever fancied a Henry Charles Reginald III? Well, here he is. What about a Thor Fred? By the love of Milner, here he is. Rude English Knight Fred. Here is our loyalty crest. Fred Sparrow, stand aside jar of dirt. Obi Fred Kenobi, the force is strong with this emoji. And many more. Also, by doing so, you remain loyal to the Chancellor and to the Republic, and you, and unlock loyalty badges too, with my new Fred characters such as Joker Fred artwork being added each month. I've kept it all at one tier, which is $2.99, which seems to be the most popular amount according to YouTube, and then you'll get access to custom loyalty badges and custom emojis. There will be more perks added as we go along as well. So a big thank you to you and to those who are already channel members. I really appreciate your involvement. All of the team here at Fred's Voices. It's just you there, Fred. Well, all of me here would like to thank you for becoming a channel member, and I hope you enjoyed tonight's ASMR video. Hello there. Already? Yeah, bring them through. They're here already. Hello there. Let me ask you one very simple question before we begin any of this. Do you like money? You've come to the right place. Welcome to our humble little multi-million-pound business empire that we have here. We operate here in the city, but of course a lot of our operations, as you well know, are near the Farquhar estate in the countryside. Good, as long as you're fully aware of all that. Excellent. We own a monopoly of businesses, yeah, barbershops, things that we manage, and all that sort of financial stuff to make sure everything remains nice and profitable in that area. We have a brand new opening of a very, very special shop near the Farquhar estate. It's close to Farquhar Castle. The shop is it's going to have a flow of people, of very highly sought after people of an upper class variety, shall we say. The sort of people that enjoy this sort of stuff, that makes a lot of us. And this shop needs to be overseen. You need to know who to accept into the shop, who to look after, who not to look after, who to send on their way. You need to know what products to sell. You need to know how to literally milk the customer dry of every single penny that they've got in order for them to spend everything in your store, but make them feel good about it. If you get this job, your income will go to 6 figures within moments, and that will only continue to grow if you become a part of our little company. We're a family-friendly company, you see. We will look out for one another. I'm looking for someone with a very particular set of skills, a disposition, as it were. 1 second. Hello there. Yes, they broke in. Yeah, they sat down already. Yeah. No, I didn't call them in. No. And I thought it was a bit bloody rude. Oh no, I'll be finding that out soon. Okay. Thanks so much. Thank you. Goodbye. Yeah, I don't mind that. And we're looking for someone with particular characteristics who understands the doings and ins and outs of the work which we have available and make sure that the Farquhar estate and all surrounding businesses around it remain at the highest tier, top of their game, etc., etc. And we do this by managing, overseeing, keeping up to date with sort of local people, and make sure we have the right sort of local people. Do you see what I'm getting at here? Yeah. So in order to do this particular thing, you have, of course, somehow been invited. I don't know how you managed to get in for this interview, but here you are anyway. I must say, upon first impressions, and I hope you don't mind me saying this at all, but you certainly don't look like the sort of caliber that we're looking for here. So if you don't think you're up to this little interview here, feel free to leave now. I'll give you an opportunity to turn around and go if you think it's going to be a bit above your league. I could have sworn he was going to go. Alright, one second. Yeah, so I'm going to give them a full interview then, okay? So I don't know how long this is going to take, but we'll see if they really are up to the challenge and if they have got what it takes to work with us here. Yeah, well, we'll see, won't we? Did you forward through me their resume? Oh, right, okay, I've got it here now. Okay, thanks a lot, okay. So, I have your resume here. That apparently you have a long list of trades and transactions and everything else that you've made, which have been quite successful on a very large scale. That's what we like to hear. However, all of this does not seem to suit what I've got here, so perhaps you might be in incognito mode or something like that. Yes, I could run with that one. Okay. How many job interviews have you been to before? I don't mean those sorts of jobs, I mean proper job interviews for proper figures. You don't mind if I just play around with money? I just like the sound of it. Okay, well, you certainly sound like you've got potential, but potential will be futile if you are unable to be successful with this interview and answer just a small list of, shall we say, it could be conceived as potentially personal questions. Don't worry about the nature of the randomness. A normal job interview would have the same boring things of what have you done, you know, who's been a reference, what skills have you got, are you a team player, all that boring crap that nobody's interested in. We have more of a psychological approach. There's a reason for these obscure questions, and don't be offended that they're very personal. To take a job like this, you have to be asked these very personal questions for me to give you a critical analysis to see if you're up to the task or not. So does that all sound satisfactory and clear for you? Good. Well, can we proceed then? Will you just let me know when you're ready? One second. Hello? Oh, I see. Yeah, that's right. No, so I said, yeah, that perfume store, yeah, you could open up another one. If that person's come in and tarnish that place, we don't want any, yeah, they're too smelly in there. Gotta get rid of them. Just start up a new one. Location a little bit further down the road, okay? It's closer to Farquhar Castle, so, you know, probably better, okay? Yeah, okay, well done, bye. Just having to rearrange some certain things here. Right. Okay, so I'm going to start off with question number one. If you could just try and answer these as honestly and open-minded as possible, I'm sure this will be very enjoyable for you. You know, you look really nervous. Try to relax here. Would you like a stack of money to help you relax? Okay. This is nothing to feel worried about or anything like that. There's only six-figure income salaries that could be at stake here, but apart from that, nothing else to worry about. This could be literally the best job for you in the whole wide world that you ever had the opportunity to even be a part of. So if you need to relax, just take a stack here. Just, you know, fan yourself with it to make yourself feel good, you know, like that. Just feel free to take it, okay? Right. What is the biggest compliment you can give someone? You love this company. You think this is the best company that you've ever had. Wow. Okay. Do you think you're a friendly person? It's essential for a company like this for me to know. I see. So friendly, but in inverted commas. Interesting. Number 3. What do you wish you did more of? It could be literally anything. It could be in a work environment, social environment. What do you think you would like to do the most of? Do more of it. Make more money. So basically, amongst the more business side of things, you just want to make more money. I see, okay, efficient indeed. Now, tell me something that's going to make you really angry. Really angry. I'm listening. So you're in a shop, yeah, a really expensive shop, indeed, yeah, selling expensive things. Oh, right, okay. And someone walks in, yeah, right. I said, I'm listening. Scruff bag, indeed, lower class, and they grace you with your presence. That's what makes you angry. Thank you for your honesty. Do you have a biggest fear? It could be anything, it could be something childhood, trivial, I don't know what, but a particular fear that you don't like. Not getting this job, I see. Number 6, how do you express your love for someone? You buy them flowers, you tell them, a bit sappy. What does friendship mean to you? Is it everything? Is it something which you love? Do you feel like you need friends? Or is it friendship something that you have perhaps in inverted commas? Really? Okay. Number 8. What is something you consider too serious to joke about? Something you consider too serious. What would be too serious for you to joke about? Okay. Someone leaving your store and them not purchasing it. Wow, indeed, this is very good. Right. Number 9. What does spirituality mean to you? From the sense, are you spiritual? Are you spiritual with stacks of cash and money and things like that? Is those sort of things you're spiritual with, or you've got a spiritual nature or something like that? Right, you don't really have a spiritual nature, I see. Number 10. Have you ever had an epiphany? An epiphany, a bright idea, a moment of genius? I see. Okay. And that moment was applying for this. Begin to like you. One second. Just me again. You can send away security. Yeah, I don't think that'd be needed now. No. How many did you get? 6. Oh, I would love to have seen it, but we've seen some progress here. Okay, thanks. Number 11. Have you ever regretted lying to someone? If so, give me an example. You're in a store and you've wanted to tell someone to buy something expensive because it would look good on them, but it doesn't actually look good. Yeah, that's very good. Number 12, what are you most proud of? Literally anything. Your accomplishments, your questionable fashion, anything you could think of. What are you most proud of? Yourself in general. That's a good one. Number 13, what's your least favorite emotion? Fear. The fear of fear itself, that is, of course, very wise. Yeah, I see, okay. it is a bit pointless, but of course it could be motivational. So, number 14, if you had the opportunity to redesign society, what would you change? Now think of the Farquhar estate, okay? Just think of everything around there, all the shops and businesses. What would you change? Good. Double it. Make it bigger. Great. 15. What impresses you the most? Oh, Farquhar, of course, indeed. 16. What's your least favorite part about being you? Middle class, indeed. Yeah, everybody's thinking it. Number 17. How do you react to anger from others? Someone's getting a little bit angry. So if you're in your store, okay, you could be designated any sort of store, and they could be getting angry. They might not be happy with what you say. What would you say to them? A show of force is always a good remedy for a situation like that, indeed. 18. What is a deal breaker for you in a very close, intimate relationship? Okay, so someone who understands the importance of you doing whatever you want. Okay, indeed. What do you think it means to be healthy? Would you consider it going for a run? Would you consider staying at work unearthly hours and just working and working and working and have no social life whatsoever? Indeed. There's something different about you, something a little bit particular. Would you like another wad of cash just to hold? It would make you feel a little bit better, I assure you. Okay, well, it's there if you want it, okay? What do you love the most about your life? Tell me. What do you love the most? What is it that's made you tick? That's made you love your life so much? Tricky one, isn't it? Yes. Well, don't be too long. I have security here. Okay. Right, so you just love yourself. Okay, confidence is key, I see. 21. Do you tend to trust people easily? No. Simple answer. Good. 22. What is it? Is something you have never truly wrapped your head around? I beg your pardon. Yeah, that vintage whiskey I have, the 50-year bottle. Can you bring it up, please? Good. Well, you earned yourself a little drink there. Yes, so you don't understand why there are lower class individuals going into the Farquhar shops, indeed. Wow. 23. Are you proud of yourself? No. And why is that? Well, you seem to have a good mindset on things, this sort of caliber, but why wouldn't you be proud of that? Okay. So, a bit of modesty. Let's see. 24. What do you consider your core values? So what would your core values be? The things you think about, the things that define you as a person. Yeah, I mean, we've said the friendly thing already, inverted commas indeed. Yes, but it can't just be that. It could be something else. Your core values. You're very relaxed by nature. Right, let's see. 25. Do you think you have a true calling? Okay, a true calling could be anything in life. That a hand has reached out and has given you an opportunity that you can't resist. That hand is about to grab you. That would be an opportunity. Would you call that a calling? So you being here have an opportunity to become a rude I see. 26. 26. Do you hold grudges or do you let go of things easily? Do you hold a lot of grudges? Well, you're certainly ticking all the boxes here today. 27. What's something that makes you envious? You're looking at him right now, aren't you? Good. 28. What brings you the most joy? It could be going out socializing, meeting new people, anything like that. Being invited to a Farquhar ball party. Well, a bit of social climbing, would it be? Yeah, I see. That brings you the most joy. Indeed. Perhaps someone walking out after spending an absolute fortune at your store. Okay, that's a good one as well. 29. What's something that makes you feel overwhelmed? Lower class riffraff. A very, very interesting answer you've got there. Funny that you should use those words as well. What's something that makes you feel overwhelmed? Question number 29. A little bit overwhelmed. Not being able to sleep, of course, yeah, that can feel somewhat overwhelming. Not being able to relax, indeed, yes, that's another one. Anything else? Okay, not being in the right place at the right time, okay, indeed. And not getting what you want, that's a good one. Do you often listen to your intuition? Your intuitive thoughts, your intuitive senses? Do you often listen to them? Good, because it's these intuitive things that point us in the right direction. You would see you need intuitiveness to know where you are sailing to know instinctively what you need to do next. Number 31. Do you like small talk? No. The correct answer. 32. Do you consider yourself a people pleaser? A pleaser of people? Someone who jokes, laughs, wants to... Why should you please people? Interesting answer. Do you like... Oh, number 33. What's the toughest conversation you've ever had? The toughest conversation. You would consider this tough? Interesting. Number 34. What's your biggest insecurity? Anything. I mean, this is part of the job. Unfortunately, we have to ask these very personal questions to know these things about you. What's your biggest insecurity? Oh, really? Well, I'm sure we could soon sort that out for you. Number 35. What is one thing you think of most people have and never appreciate enough? So what's something that most people have and never appreciate? Think people appreciate enough? Your expertise. That's something that we would be looking for here. 36. What's the best gift you've ever received? Something like this. How much was it? Oh, really? I see. Good answer. 37. Where's the fanciest place you've ever been? To Rude English restaurant. 38. What's more important in life, excitement or stability? Continued stability, for safe and secure security. Excitement, and of course, excitement breeds security. I see. Right, that's interesting thought process. 39. If you could jump into a pool of anything, what would it be full of? Money. Good answer. 40. Morty, what's the best Wi-Fi name you've ever seen? It's what? Henry Charles, the greatest person in the world. I see, okay. One second. Right, check our Wi-Fi username. Change it immediately, please. What part of a driving test are you most likely to fail? None of it. Okay. What's the weirdest gift you've ever given to someone? You don't really give gifts. That works and also doesn't work. Now, this is a very interesting one. Which celebrity would you choose as your mentor? Tricky, isn't it? A celebrity. Could be fictional, could be non-fiction. Lord Farquaad, of course. Took you a little while to get it. If raindrops weren't a thing, what would you want to fall from the sky instead? Me? Oh, you mean money? Right, I see. What's the most creative insult you could think of right now? Yep, call security out now. Get up. No. Don't. It was a joke, okay? That's a very good one. That was good. Well done. What's the weirdest thing you've got in your home? Just a complete random thing, the weirdest thing that you think you've got in your home. That is a bit weird. Yeah. Okay. What's the funniest moment you've shared with a stranger? Any type of stranger. Well, apart from not talking to strangers, you shared a moment with them. You went out together with a stranger. Oh, and then you convinced them to go to your store and spend lots. Oh, good. Yeah, there we go. Have you ever fallen asleep at work? Countless times. Thank you for your honesty. If a customer walks into a store right now and demands to see your manager, what do you do? You tell them you are the manager and you personally throw them out yourself. Okay, I see. Okay. How do you like to dress? Smart. What do you like to wear? What's your first choice? Pinstripe. Interesting. Very interesting. You currently in a serious relationship? Okay. No. Right. Not serious enough. Work would be relation. I see. Okay. Right. What's your favorite color? Black. Okay. Well done. And gold. Good. And finally, if you wanted to say something to someone to impress them, what would you say to impress them? Let me rephrase that there for you. If I asked you to say something to impress me, could be anything. Could be something complimentary. Could be something that you wish to do. Could be anything along those lines. What would you say? You flatter me. Okay, let's bring it back. Too far. You want to what? No. Okay, that's maybe a little bit too far. You could just stopped a little bit earlier on then. Okay. Right. When you fall asleep, what do you dream about? You don't dream? Or don't remember your dreams? Okay, interesting. Right, some people don't. Okay. And what is it that you like the most in your life right now that makes you feel good? Right here, right now. Well, there's a very impressive collection of answers that you've got there. And I might say, or I must say that you do seem like you are indeed the sort of caliber that would be looking here. So if you just give me a moment, I'm just going to do a little bit on here, and I will give you a result momentarily. Don't worry, we don't do that calling up nonsense. We'll let you know here and now. Very interesting. So after that accumulation of questions, I've put you in the rudimeter system that we have here. Turns out that you're exactly the sort of caliber that we have to take on board another very, very upper class store we have opening with a very large figures for paying you. Just so happens that you have very unique characteristics, ones that we sort out that come naturally to a lot of the local inhabitants down there, but people who come into it, such as yourself, who one don't look like they're the right sort of caliber to begin with, but you seem to have these attributes among you. Yeah. Yes, we are nearing that point, indeed. I'll be letting them know shortly. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, they could be on standout now. Good. Just keeping up state with security. Had a button here, you see that that I was pressing just to keep everyone alert and standby, because we don't want any ruffians even to step foot in here. It's just your general appearance somewhat put me off guard a little bit, but the answers that you have accumulated here seem to match the same sort of very specific type of individual that we're looking for. Someone who has a relaxed composure, someone who knows how to relax and feel good, but at the same time knows how to be a friendly individual and can act upper class, which your thought processes say here. So I'm sure it's a matter of time before you kickstart that interaction and begin all of that as well. I see. Well, I would like to say congratulations. You have passed our little interview here, and we'd very much be interested and like to have you working with us. Now, this is very highly irregular because I didn't expect to see anybody to even come close to what we're looking for here, though you seem to have done your research. Just one question. Are you someone who originally went to a rude English store somewhere and got turned away? So you've been to so many of them now that you've managed to sneak in, that you've known the ins and outs of every sort of behaviour that every single shop owner has there, that you've accumulated all of the correct answers, put it together, and saw a job opportunity that you think you should give go at because you want to be like one of the rude English gentlemen who work there. Is it something along those lines? I would like to say that's very impressive, and I admire your admiration and, of course, your persistence in order to do that, and the fact you paid close attention whilst you've been there. But unfortunately, yeah, it looks like we've had a U-turn of events. Send them all up now. Don't bother about the whiskey. Thank you. We've got security on the way, so perhaps you'd just like to sit there for a little bit longer, and for my amusement, they'll just lift you up and escort you out the premises, okay? It would be good fun, I assure you. Thank you so much for coming to our interview. You nearly got me there. Nearly got me. But you didn't quite, did you? Good. But keep up the good work, though. I see you. Take care. Cheerio.